What's up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. What up, my high risers? You know what I'm saying? Let me just clarify something just because I can. Again, high riser is a nickname that I have for y'all. I'm not talking about just people who have Aquarius risings in their chart. It's a nickname I came up for y'all because I'm an Aquarius rising. But you could be an Aquarius sun who's a high rising. You could be an Aquarius moon who's a high riser. You can be an Aquarius rising who is also a high riser. It's just a nickname. Just for clarification purposes, it's just what it is. You know, you don't like it. I already told y'all. How nicknames work. But also, that's fine. You don't have to like it. Alright? Don't mean I'm not going to not call you it. You know what I'm saying? In a general sense. But anyways, we're here to do your general read. Once again, if you would like a personal reading, you're able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box. And just know that there are scammers in this community. So if there's someone pretending to be me, claiming to be me, offering you reads, anything that is false, God, a whole stack of fucking, a whole damn, this is way too many cards for me to be placing down at this moment in time. I ain't got the setup for it yet. So I'm gonna have to move some. It's a lot of damn cards, yo. We're not gonna cut that out. What we gonna do is gonna ask the universe to please give this message to Aquarius in less than 50 dang cards. So like, it wasn't 50 cards that dropped. It was like a bunch though. All right, so I'll take that. I'll take these. How many? A total of 4. We can deal with that. I apologize. As I was stating before, if you would like a personal read, you're able to book that by sending me an email. Be mindful of scammers. I do not reach out to you. You reach out to me. Simple as that. All right. Also, when I woke up this morning, and this is a message that I'm still getting. Like, this is some download I'm getting from the universe, and I felt the need to tell you. It could be for the other signs as well, but I'm going to tell you, Aquarius, one, because you're the first sign that was chosen for from the generator to get a reading today. So I'm going to tell you. All right. But they're not going to change. You know, things like if you want your situation to change, if you want the people in your life to change, guess what? They're not going to change. So do with that what you will, however it applies to your life, but they are not going to change. Let's see how this relates to this message I have for you here. But and it's not every day that I get downloads like that. But again, I was getting that message, and I can see where it's applicable for my life as an Aquarius rising or just as an individual in general. And I just wanted to tell you, so see however it fits. Once again, we start off with the Page of Pentacles here. So this is manifestation. You know, this is manifesting something that you are very ambitious about. You know, this is also manifestation, not just sitting on your fine ass all day and just hoping, wishing, praying, but actually doing the work to manifest the things that you desire. And a lot of people, not you, because Aquariuses know the value of hard work. They know the value of getting up and moving. And that's what I love a lot about Aquariuses is you all are the sign that understands, again, the value of, if I want to put things in place, if I want to, the best way to manifest in life is to actually get off my ass and do what I want to do, you know, to get that thing, to go for that thing. So, but just because you might know this as an Aquarius, you're like, I already know this, Ernest. Why are you telling me this? It's always a good reminder. Even things that we do know, it's always a good. It's always good to be reminded of certain things because part of having a human existence is forgetting things. Part of having the human existence is falling off at times, simply because your sign is real great at forward movement and not being lazy. It doesn't mean that there aren't Aquariuses out there who fall into laziness, who fall into uh, you know backwards movement. The rest of this reading here, there's some work you need to do in general, I guess, when it comes to your mindset. So there are some backwards movements happening for you at this moment in time, but at least with the Page of Pentacles, it's saying that maybe in your career sector, matters of the money for sure, because it's Pentacles, where you're manifesting things that you want, and it's not because you just sat down all day. And prayer is, I love prayer. I'm never going to tell people not to pray, whether you're religious or not. But you didn't necessarily just take I'm just going to sit and pray and wait for God or the universe or the higher power or whatever, however you describe the higher being. I'm not going to sit around and wait. I'm going to pray, put that energy out there, but I'm also going to do my part and getting this thing that I want, and then meeting the universe halfway, or just keep going until God, universe says, okay, stop it, I'll take it from here. And then look what happened. Look at God is what the saying says, right? Your next card is the Queen of Cups in reverse. And this is people pleasing, though. This is self-victimizing. And this is someone who can be very too sensitive, fragile is the word that is used here, but I'm going to use the word sensitive, or too sensitive. Let me put it that way. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive, but you can be too sensitive. Just like there's nothing wrong with being, I guess, the opposite of sensitive, but then you could be too much of that as well, right? But nonetheless, this is the card of someone who is too sensitive, but also people pleasing. And maybe it fits with what I was just saying with the download that I got this morning when I woke up, was before I even did my own personal reading. I do it every morning, so even if I don't read for Virgo per se, doesn't mean I don't read for a Virgo, whatever. I go based off what the generator says, but I always do my personal reads before I do you all's readings. That's just how I do things. Nonetheless, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, maybe with the situation I was just telling you about when I said they're not going to change, this is possibly you going out of your way to try to maybe make someone change, or maybe make someone make a decision that you would like for them to make, and you're in this mode of frustration, it seems. You're in this very much mode of frustration. And like I said, this is self-victimizing. You're frustrated over something that you're doing, Aquarius. All right? I got to keep it real with you. You're the reason as to why this frustration has happened. If you stop trying to please this person, if you stop trying to control this individual, because I've mentioned this before, and I think this was in your reading or someone else's reading, but when they had the Queen of Cups, people pleasing is a form of control. You might think it's not, but when you try to do things for somebody and you're doing it not because out of the kindness of your heart, but because you want something in return, whether it's you want a favor in return, or you want them to view you a certain way, that you want them to, whatever the thing is, the moment you want something from someone, it's control. If you want them to view you a certain way, you're trying to control how they perceive you. If you want something from them in return, whatever that thing, you're trying to control their actions. You're trying to control their behaviors. It's control. So this whole aspect of, you're going out of your way trying to control people for whatever it is, and then getting upset at this idea of, I don't see I don't see the swords card that's slipping. I think it's the I don't see the swords card that symbolizes self imprisonment. Um, but self victimizing and self imprisonment, pretty much the same thing. You know, you are the reason as to why you're in this prison of just people pleasing, this prison of why doesn't he, she, they, them, whoever the people or person is, why don't they see me this way? Why do they not, treat me this way? Why do they not? Because they're not. They might have reasons other than because they're not. I don't know them. I can't tell you. But again, if I am going based off of the download that I got this morning, they're not going to change. No matter what you do, they are not going to change. So you need to focus on yourself and finding people in your life. Again, you are the page. You have the power to manifest not just pentacles, but you have the power to manifest what you desire. So even if you want people in your life that's actually going to appreciate you, the work that you do, that's actually going to have compassion. If you want that stability, which is the Queen of Cups, in its rightful position, if you want that stability, go and manifest that in your life. You can manifest it through prayer, but you can manifest it by actually doing the work to find the people who are willing to give you that stability. That compassion as well. Next, the frustration continues. No, it doesn't. And this is in reverse, not upright. I was reading it upright when I was looking down at it, but it did come out in this position. And you do want it in this position. The Four of Cups, by the way. You do want it in this position because this is someone who is accepting their lot in life. Accepting their position in life, essentially. Accepting of whatever is happening, whatever the truth is, they're accepting it. It may not be good, it may not be bad, it may not be favorable, but they're saying, you know what, this is how things are, and I'm willing to accept it. That's what I have to say about that. So it does seem as though in regards to again, if what I said, the download is applicable to you, it does seem as though you do understand that at some point in time, you're like, okay, I understand that I'm the one that's actually victimizing myself. I understand that this person, these people, they're not going to change. I don't like that to be true, but I have to accept the truth, and the truth is they're not going to change. So I've got to do what I got to do. And you definitely do, because, it's not good for you. It's not good for you to be too focused on people who do not deserve. Like, you're keeping yourself up at night, suffering, isolation, hopelessness. This is what the Nine of Swords is when it's upright. These people, this person, Aquarius, whatever the situation is, if it has to deal with other people, let me just put it that way, they don't deserve you, man. They don't deserve you. Like, I'm just going to flat out say, this is not me just saying it to make you feel good. This is not me saying it because I'm an Aquarius rising. This is me saying, from what I'm seeing here and what I'm seeing in past readings in general, I genuinely think that you are, a good person, And I don't like to assume anybody is bad unless they show me. So, like, I assume most people are good people unless I get a vibe that you're not. Or, I do see something or whatever that I know for a fact that, you're not, whatever. You're not someone I wouldn't mess with, essentially, right? But I don't get that vibe here, Aquarius. I obviously can't see you. I don't know you personally, but I don't get that vibe here that you're just this terrible being. I think that the simple fact that even, you did try to control these people in a way, or this person to so they can perceive you the way that you want them to perceive you. Again, that's human, and I don't think you was trying to control them in a bad way. It's just you view them in a high regard, and you just want them to do the same for you. But if anything is what, if I'm going to keep it real, it doesn't seem like they are worth that, because it doesn't seem as though they see you that way, as highly as you might see them. Unfortunately. Now that is no stamp on you. Don't take it personal, because the Queen of Cups would take that personally, and again be super sensitive, and when I say take it personally, it's like more so of an attack on themselves. They would do this. No, don't do that. It's not a stamp on you. It's them. They're not willing to change. They don't want to change your perception about you. It is what it is. Do as this man is doing. Again, when in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, accept things for what they are. And just to end off, again, I got to remind you, you are the page. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, but nonetheless, the page. You can manifest what you want. So even if you're like, okay, I'm accepting how things are, but I don't want this to be like my entire future. I don't want it to be where everybody in my life, where I'm going out of my way to please everybody in my life, and they're just not going to view me the way that I view them. No, as the page, you are able to manifest those people, the type of people that you want in your life, you know. But you will also understand, as the page, there's work you have to do. You're not just going to sit down and pray and sit down and hope, wish, and cry. You know what I'm saying? Online, especially. But you're not going to do any of that and hope that someone who is of quality, someone who fits your ideal partner, your ideal companion, whatever that level of companionship you all have. You're not going to just sit around and hope for that person to fall into your lap. You're going to do the work. And just like you manifested this here, you're likely, when you do the work, to manifest that partner as well. So that's what I have for you today, Aquarius. Overall, I just still think that, this is a good message. I would say that it's on the right path of accepting reality and accepting your part and creating the outcomes that you want, and what has happened with the unso favorable outcomes that you have experienced or are enduring at this moment in time. Okay, it's not self-critical, but it's being open to the idea, or at least it's not too self-critical, but it's being open to the idea of accepting the good, the bad, and the ugly, and going forward with making things better in all fields, whatever you desire. All right. But yeah, that's what I have for you again, Aquarius. Thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. If you got anything of value from this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Once again, if you would like a personal read, you are able to book one by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video and every video as well. Thank you. Once again, until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Y'all take care out there.